You're now listening to the JCA Sports Podcast on Spotify and Anchor. To the JCA Sports.
JCA Sports Podcast is live and up and ready to go. I am solo dolo for a little bit, but that doesn't mean you guys can join me on the podcast. My name is Eric Avila, 1/3 of the JCA Sports Podcast. I will have Jonathan Plyo coming in soon to join me. But guess what, guys? The link is on the chat if you guys want to join me, if you want to join my solo ride for a little bit. As Jonathan Plyo is heading, is going to come a little bit later on. Jose can't make it because right now he is wearing his Sox hoodie he's wearing his Sox hoodie, cheering on for the Cubs at Wrigley Field right now. So yes, that's Jose Contreras for you right now. But it's all right. I got this covered. I have the game on right here on my left of the television. I am by myself right now for a little bit. That is okay. John will be joining me, but if you guys want to join me, the link is on the comment section. If you guys want to talk to sports a little bit, we're going to get into it a little bit with the NBA going on. Guys, the game twos are almost final. The Miami Heat, to me, looks like they're going to look like the team coming out representing the Eastern Conference. Another victory for them today as they're up 2-0 on the Philadelphia 76ers. To me, the only game that's going to go, or the only series that's going to go 7 games is the Memphis Grizzlies and also the the Golden State Warriors. I said the Golden State Warriors. I am going to be talking about that one too as well. The other series that's going to end in the sweep, to me, the the Phoenix Suns and the Dallas Mavericks. I think the Suns got that one covered. And the other series that could be interesting, depending on where it slides, definitely is going to be the Boston Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks. As the looks like the Boston Celtics look like they're back into their own game, guys. We got a lot to talk about. And once John comes, we're also going to take his insight on the Bears draft. He was the only one that didn't give us a grade on Monday as he wasn't on. So we're going to talk about a little bit of the Bears. And I want to know what you guys think too as well. We could always talk about Bears. Bears are always fun to talk about. But yes, Jose is unfortunately not with us today because he's wearing his Sox hoodie supporting the Cubs. Guys, the link is on that. You can follow the JCA Sports Podcast here on Facebook. You can also follow us on YouTube, on Twitch, watch us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, and follow us on all our social media platform. Make sure you guys hit the little bell that's right there on the John Konavi on Facebook. That way you guys get notified when our show, the JCA Sports Podcast, my soccer podcast, the EAFP, and also Sports Strip Live. But let's get into it with NBA talk, boys and girls. And the Miami Heat took care of business without Joel Embiid. Again, a Joel Embiid list. Philadelphia 76ers 119-103. And to me, guys, I honestly feel little by little, the more that I see the Miami Heat play cohesively as a unit, the way how they are coached, the way these guys really don't need a so-called superstar to win games or to convince and win in this team type of ball. To me, I see that the Miami Heat are going to represent the Eastern Conference this year in the finals. And granted, I get it. Look, they're not playing. The Philadelphia 76ers are not with Joel Embiid, who is going to be the MVP to me, or to everybody at least, going to be the MVP for this team, um, for this team this year. Or it's going to be the MVP for the league this year, should I say? And I know there's going to be quite interesting and a interesting topic, but I see the Miami Heat, the way how they play the game, the way how they're coached, well playing with a Jimmy Butler who's always as hungry as it can be, and we've seen that right here with Chicago. We see we also see Kyrie Lowry, even though he wasn't playing, but the team around him, the Tyler Heroes, the Duncan Robinson. I don't think Duncan played today, but the Bam Adebayos, him showing up, um, with 23 points of himself. Victor Oladipo coming off the bench with 19, Tyler Hero in 18. I think Tyler Hero the other day won the sixth man of the year. To me, this team has enough depth, right? Has enough depth in this squad. They go deep into the rotation. They didn't do again with Larry, um, again, but regardless of the fact, this team is still, they play good enough team ball to be disruptive, to be, even though it's a Philadelphia 76ers Wild Joel Embiid. To me, it is. Jeez, I see. See, this is why I don't like going to the other ones, because they play random videos out of nowhere, and now here I am with the sound, right? But yeah, it's a team. It's a team that plays good team ball, and it's a team that to me will cause some ruckus, cause some noise. A team like maybe let's say that the Boston Celtics, let's say if they come out of the game, the series against Milwaukee Bucks, they'll cause problems too as well, because defensively they're stout. Offensively they could find answers anywhere. They go 10, 8, 9, 10 deep in their bench. Let's say if they go to Milwaukee or against the Milwaukee Bucks, let's just say that they got the size to go on it. They got Bam who's big enough, who can play big. They have God, PJ Tucker, who's always a hard man, not that big, but he plays hard all day, every day, and does things when he needs to defensively for a team. Guys, it to me. 2 years ago, I said that the Miami Heat were going to come out of the bubble team as the dark horse of this team, and I'm saying it once again, guys. I think the Miami Heat may come out of the Eastern Conference. I want to know what you guys think. Go ahead and comment in the chat. The link is on there if you guys want to join join me in a conversation. PJ Tucker, yeah, exactly. Deontay, our famed guy right here. He said PJ Tucker. Yeah, thank you for helping me out. But I think the Miami Heat is just that team to me that's coming out of the East. I know that there's a Giannis problem out in Milwaukee. I know there's a tandem in in um in Boston with Brown and Tatum. But I see a Miami Heat team who's been there, done that, who has players who's been there and done that, who are coached by a coach who's been there and done that. I think it's enough. I think that's a recipe for success. That it doesn't matter who you are, whether if your name is the Philadelphia 76ers, whether if your name is the Boston Celtics, whether if your name is the Milwaukee Bucks. I think they have enough to beat that. Now, again, let me backtrack a little bit before y'all say anything. It's without Joel Embiid. So if and when Joel Embiid comes back, I know he's going to be a difference maker, but it's the team around him that needs to step it up, right? Because I feel the one thing that I fear about once Joel Embiid comes back is that you're not going to get these type of production points, or whatever production points should I say, that you're going to get from Tobias Harris, only 21. Maxey was the leading, I think he led the whole entire game with 34 points, right? And James Harden's finally cracked 20. But imagine if you had that consistently with Joel Embiid. And once Joel Embiid comes back, is he going to crack 20 again? Maxey could do it. He's done it before where he could crack 30, but you're gonna need more out of him, and you're gonna need more out of Tobias Harris, Danny Green, and everybody else on this roster. So once Joel Embiid comes back, it's just it. You need more. You definitely gonna need more. And as I welcome in my boy, my co-host, my guy, Johnny Blasphemy, Johnny two times. As he's coming in talking about the NBA, and I'm talking about the Miami Heat and the 76ers who just finished just a little while ago. John, I am choosing the Miami Heat to come out of the East because of how well they play team ball and how well they coach and how they're giving the Philadelphia 76ers trouble, even though it's Joel Embiid. but I see a team who's been there and done that before, with a coach that's been there and done that before, and my pick.
What's going on, bro? I see you started the cap pretty early this episode. I know. I do recall Miami was your dark horse back in the bubble. I do recall that, but you know what? I just feel like Boston and the Bucks are like another level above Miami, and it shows the way they've been playing. Truthfully, Philly's not. They're nothing without Embiid. Embiid is arguably the MVP. Is the MVP, or at least you can argue he's number 2 for MVP. So I mean, if you lose MVP of the league, of course the team's gonna collapse. James Harden is like he's fallen off. He's nowhere near superstar James Harden. Tobias Harris is nowhere near an all-star level. So I think it's just, yes, the Heat's a good team. Don't get me wrong. They got a great coach. Tyler Hero's 6th man of the year. Jimmy Butler don't even got to go off for 25, 30 points like you see Giannis and Tatum doing it, but he still contributes very much so. I just feel like the Bucks and Boston are Bucks, Boston, Miami all play, as a unit, as a team. It's just the Bucks and Boston both have that extra like superstar level talent that puts them over the hump over Miami to me.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, the only team I'll probably put above the Miami Heat a little bit is the Milwaukee Bucks, because they do have an MVP in Giannis Antetokounmpo, who, by the way, man, you missed out on Monday. Tony, you know how Jose calls himself Tony Basketball? He can't even say his favorite player, Giannis Antetokounmpo's name right. He kept on saying Giannis.
Bro, he always says Giannis.
It's like,
bro, chill out.
You can't call yourself Tony Basketball if you can get his name right. If
he's not, bro. He gets all his arguments from TikTok.
So he gets from what's his name, Quincy. That's how he gets his insider stuff. So yeah, you're right. It's not Tony Basketball. And Deontay, hey, look, he was the one. He came and told me he was there. He's my proof. I got receipts. I got people. And he rolled a laughing emoji because he saw that firsthand too as well. Guys, you're listening to the JCA Sports Podcast here on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Guys, make sure you like and share all our shows. You can branch it out to everybody else. Make sure you guys join our shows too, as well as I have the link on there. Talk sports with us. You guys can hop on at any time. 2/3 of the JCA Sports Podcast is here because Jose went to the game with his White Sox hoodie supporting the Cubs at Wrigley today. So that man's a whole lot of mess. But let's keep talking about the NBA playoffs, man. And yesterday, I am telling everybody that there's only going to be one series that's going to go 7 games, man, and that's going to be the Memphis Grizzlies and the Golden State Warriors.
Absolutely, man. Those have been great games to watch. They've been fun. They came down to the wire every single game, and like you said, I expected going, 7 games. Man, you know what? It's at the point like you don't know who to bet on because it's literally a coin toss. Who's gonna win it?
Exactly. I feel like the only way you make money, or is gonna make money in that series is the players and over-unders and what they're gonna do.
Pretty much just take whatever Ja Morant's over is, I'm taking it.
Right. Because man, yesterday he balled out. What he got? 47, 8, and 8. That was something like that.
47 career high. The game before that when they lost, he still had well over 30. So
look, man, he also.
I mean, honestly, he's even though the Warriors won the first game and they kept it close last game, he's easily the best player in that series.
Hell yeah, dude, he was like you said, layup away from this series to be 2-0. A layup away to be 2-0, man.
Yep.
Layup away, and it's just
they can't even stop him. It's literally just him missing a shot. That's it. They have no answer for him, man.
Yeah, real quick. Deontay said Warriors in 6. He's saying Warriors in 6. Golden State didn't play well last night, and Memphis barely won. Even then,
but even game 1, the Warriors played well and barely won. So
and then he got CP as behind back. Hey, real quick, we got a live look at Wrigley as Jose's wearing his White Sox hoodie at the Cubs game. Jose,
what they do, baby?
what up, man? You where's that hoodie of yours? I don't see that White Sox hoodie, man. That's where you're out to hear us.
What's up, guys?
He can't. He can't even talk. He
I
barely
can't hear
talk.
you guys. But
You can't even. This
Oh,
guy
that
is-
garbage ass beer.
I
Come
know
on,
for
now.
real, man. At least do something better. Jeez, like live insight. Jose, as you saw, he had his Sox hoodie on, supporting with the Cubs hat. So live look at Wrigley where Jose is at today, guys. If you'd like to join us, the link is on the stream. Talk basketball. But what do you think, John? Seven for you two between the Grizzlies and the Warriors.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Seven for sure. And I think it's a coin toss. I do think the Warriors do have an edge just because. I mean, Steph can get hot, Clay can get hot. Draymond's kind of like the weakling of the team. Draymond, honestly, because even Poole's been going off,
Yeah.
and it's literally like it's just gonna take like one game for Steph or Clay to just start going off on threes that automatically, like we know they can do. They've been doing their whole career. So if that happens, then they're gonna advance because yes, like I said, the Warriors can't stop Ja, but John's a one-man show. He really doesn't have a great, in my opinion, you don't have a great supporting cast. He does have players. He does have players that go off, but to me, it's like looking at Luka with the Mavs. There's no, there's them two. There's them two as like superstar players, and then, but right next to them, there's nobody even all-star level. Consistent. I should say, I should say consistent all-star level.
You're right on that. But the one thing about Memphis though, man, is that even when Ja wasn't playing, they still had an above 500 record, too, throughout the regular season as well, dude. But yeah, man, it's more tight. I mean, and then Deontay here, who's talking about he's been invited to his pool party like crazy. Yesterday, Ja Morant put this man on a cycle so nasty.
Ooh.
So nasty that it looked like that pool party was about to be canceled real quick. I like this one too. Let me get back what CP said. Who drinks Bud Light? He's such a white girl.
He is at Wrigley, so he got to fit the
we
got to fit the geography up north.
We have IPAs. Jose is just remember.
Oh, come on, bro. You and me both know Jose don't like IPAs.
I understand that.
You can't even get Jose to drink a regular Goose Island 312 beer.
This is true, and I'm gonna leave this question on for a while. For real. I'm gonna leave this question on for you guys too as well. Since Jose busted us live at Wrigley, that he's at the game. But what beer do you drink when you go to the baseball game?
Hey, you already know.
Conversation to have.
Modelo time, baby. The Modelo bar.
Modelo gives me the shits. I ain't gonna lie.
That's you. You're the only Mexican I know that don't like Modelos, man.
Yeah, it's maybe because I drank that a lot since like literally at 18, 19 when I had a little bit of money coming in. But nah, man, Modelo just gives me the shits, bro. Modelo just gives me.
Our people don't need to know that. You could just say you don't like Modelo, upset your stomach.
I really don't. I really don't. But
no, Modelo's the go-to. I love going to the craft cave at the cell, the G Field, the G spot, whatever you want to call it. I am sad they took down the Goose Island bar. I did see something on Twitter last week talking about the Sox are cursed because they took away the Goose Island duck. It was a giant duck right in right field. So that's why we're so bad this year. We're cursed by the duck.
Yeah, that and the black jerseys too as well.
Those jerseys are fire, bro.
Yeah, but the record on them is not all that great.
What you mean? Cease's balled out wearing that.
That was the other day. Yeah, but
come on now.
You guys are like a below 500 record. I read the most craziest obscene things on social media. I know everybody has a infatuation with that black jersey. I personally don't like neither jerseys, although I represent the hoodie for the City Classics. But the jerseys themselves,
the Cubs hoodie and shirt was better than the actual jersey.
I agree.
City Connect jersey.
I like the hat. I like the hoodie.
Oh no, the Sox, the South Side. I love it. I do love the Fulfill the Dreams jersey. I do.
That old school. I forgot how that.
I do love it. I do love it. I got a TA one. It's not. I love wearing it. Nice. We should start wearing our jerseys on the show. We never do.
I have a lot of soccer jerseys. I really don't have.
Hey, fuck it, do it, man. You busting out a Liverpool or Real jersey, bro? Which one you gonna bust out?
You really want to have this conversation on here? Because I mean, I wouldn't mind.
Nah, we gotta let Jose get in because he's a Liverpool bandwagoner. But I will say whichever team wins, between Benzema and Salah, they're gonna win the Ballon d'Or.
Oh,
It's really
definitely.
gonna come down to who wins.
100%.
100%.
100%. 100%. I do agree with you wholeheartedly on that one. I will still lean on Benz just a little bit
Oh,
more.
Benz absolutely. Benz has been going off.
But the only way, you're right. It's not even the Champions League. Let's just put it like this, John. If Real Madrid wins the Champions League, but somehow, some way, Liverpool wins the league treble with the League Cup, the FA Cup, and the Premier League, I think they'll probably give it more to Salah over anything.
They might give it more to Salah, but I think
But Benz deserve it.
Benz deserve it. Benz
Yes.
has been getting more credit for what his team has done, especially because you think about it, like nobody expected Benzema to take over at Real. Aside from you. But realistically, looking at I mean, you wouldn't look at La Liga and say Karim Benzema is the best player in that league before this season.
No, I think he was. I honestly, I think he was. I don't think there was anybody else. The moment that Messi left, I think Benz was just the best player.
See, and this is it's a little hard because I mean, statistically, he has been. But it's just he's definitely improved his game tremendously. I just think
he's always been a dog, man. He's always been a dog.
I wouldn't say always. He had to earn his way. I would say probably when I think he got better when Zidane first went there.
Obviously, yeah. Obviously,
you know what? As Bale, went down, Benzema came up.
I think his time was earned.
And I will say when they went and got Hazard, it's been a bust. I told you he's a bust. I called him a bust last year. You dog me for it. He's a bust again this year. Look how far I've gone without him. He hasn't done nothing. But I will say, even when they signed Hazard, you still viewed Hazard as a better player on it, or the best player on the team over Benz.
Yeah, for what he has shown
just
at
on paper alone, But Benz, like I said, you gotta give credit where credit's due. Benz is man, you gotta give credit to Ancelotti, man. I told you he's in the chat, he's a god, bro. Because literally, I mean, Real were bad last year. They weren't even all that. They weren't expected to make this much noise this year. It's just give credit where credit's due, man.
For sure. This ended up another extra episode of the EA podcast.
I couldn't hop on. I was at work, man, and I would have jumped on with you. But I was going crazy watching the game at work. Literally, I had to explain to my coworkers like how it worked. They're like, they're like, wait, when Ben scored, they're like, why isn't the game over? Or then I had to explain to them the aggregate, but literally that game was amazing.
I told, like I said in the chat too, man. Like, there's lucky that the away goal rules went away, because if it would ended the way it did, Manchester City would have been in the final, and then we would have had a whole different conversation.
Yep.
So yeah, back to our Chicago sports. I saw CP on there, man. I know we got into the soccer thing. I forgot to click to remove. So hey, man, if you want to hop back on, we're talking about. We're talking American sports now. The ones that are just popular here.
Talking about the Warriors and Grizzlies and the pool party.
Back to basketball, and I still want to know everybody's preference drink when they go to the ball game. That's one of the questions. That's one of the questions. As Jose was at Wrigley right now, wearing his Sox hoodie, drinking Bud Light.
Bud Light, terrible. That's your boy. All man. Drinks, that's your Light. Boy. Oh.
That's
you'll never see me pull up to any of your houses with Bud
Light. I know that's sad, and he can't say there's no other beers out there.
There's a liquor store 2 blocks from him, bro. They got everything.
Exactly. But yeah, man, I feel like the series that I played yesterday, the Bucks Celtics and the Grizzly Warriors, I think obviously those are the 2 best series in the so far in this playoffs, and we'll continue to be in the playoffs as we bring CP. Now that we could talk some sports, some American sports with him to join us, man. I see that you agree with Deontay, man. Warriors in 6. Who else do you have? Why Warriors in 6? You don't think it'll be in 7?
Nah, I don't see that going 7. No.
Not at all?
Memphis is showing their mistakes, bro. They played their heart out because it's their home crowd. John Morant going to show out in front of Memphis. Mm-hmm. But playing in Golden State is another story, bro. And Steve Kerr, Clay, Dre, they expose your mistakes better than anybody, bro. And Memphis is showing their mistakes, as you saw with Brooks. Bane hasn't been himself. Ja Morant can't score 47 every game, bro.
No, you can't. Yeah, I'll give you
And
that.
Jared Jackson, he got to stop fouling out in 2 quarters, bro. The man has 18 fouls in two
Bro,
games, bro.
he's not gonna repeat what he did game 1. I don't see that happening at all.
No, that was a once in a lifetime. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
He's not gonna get
that's
6,
what I was
7, 8
saying.
straight.
Like really, realistically looking at Memphis, they don't. Ja doesn't have a great supporting cast. It's literally just if he goes off, they're competitive. If he doesn't, they're probably gonna get blown out.
Yeah, they're just well coached, and they've been all season. I got to give what's his name? What's the coach name? Jenkins, something like that. I gotta give him credit.
I know exactly what you're talking about because, bro, I was looking at him. I was like, bro, you see that guy in the street would never think he's a basketball coach.
No, not at all. He looks like
he's a math teacher, man. Substitute gym teacher.
Literally.
But to keep talking about the game, guys. Real quick, I want to know what you guys' take is on this. The foul from Brooks on Gary Payton the second, guys. There's a lot of controversy because a lot of people actually are saying that it really wasn't deservedly as a flagrant 2 foul. Now, the only reason why a lot of people are saying that it was only a flagrant 2 simply because of what happened in the game 1 with Green. With Draymond Green.
They're trying to say that it was a retaliation type.
Exactly, type of thing. Steve Kerr says that broke bro code. I guess there's now a bro code in the NBA now.
I didn't know about this.
I thought that was just only in baseball. I thought baseball only had all these rules and unwritten rules and unsacred rules and rules left and rules right. But CP bro, you think that was deservedly a flagrant 2, and was it dirty, or is that NBA basketball, NBA playoff basketball?
Well, just like even though I'll admit I'm cheering for the Warriors, the Draymond one was a flagrant 2, and to be honest, that one from last night was also a flagrant 2. Like he was not going for the ball at all on that play. He hit him in the head, and the man fractured his elbow, bro. Like, you just put this man out for 5 weeks, trying to not let him get a layup, bro. Like, I can understand where Steve Kerr is coming from. I don't really take Brooks as a dirty player, but that he could have handled that so many different ways. He could have wrapped him up. He could have did anything else, but he literally whacked him across the head. I personally think it was dirty, and it definitely deserved a flagrant 2, to be honest.
John, what do you think? Was this just another extra call because Draymond got the flagrant 2, or was it deservedly of 2?
I actually think this one was worse than a Draymond foul. I don't think the Draymond was a flagrant 2, although it was a foul. But before I answer that,
sorry, the Draymond one that should have been a flagrant 1.
Right, that wasn't a flagrant
2.
You know what? To be honest, I've really been upset with the fouls being called, man. Like, let them play. Seriously, isn't so solid. This is playoff basketball. Let it go. Let them play harder. But I do feel like yesterday's was more serious because I was rewatching this morning, and I mean the way he landed, bro. He's lucky he didn't break his arm because you could tell he tried to catch his fall with his arm first, and then that's the first thing he grabbed. But when they were first watching it, because I mean it just looked really violent, pure emotion. I get I feel like he intentionally went to foul him, but just wasn't like expecting it to be that hard of a foul. But you could tell it was definitely an intentional foul. That's why I agree it was a flagrant 2, because I mean realistically he seriously could have. I think he could have broke his arm or just broke his wrist. It looked worse than what it ended up being. But literally, no, I agree it was a foul. And then I mean the way the refs have been, the first couple games, they're gonna call that. They're gonna call that 10 out of 10 times.
I mean, that's how they called it all year. Like, literally a blow above the neck area. That's gonna always be a flagrant. And then they go off in 10 and how it looks.
100%. No, and let's see if we can make it 3 for 3 with Uncle Day, Chicago's favorite uncle here, who helped me out one day.
What up, Deontay?
And then helped me out a couple weeks ago.
What's going on, bro? What's going on?
What's going on, fellas?
So the question is, Dre, is that the foul on Payton II, bro, was it deserved a flagrant 2, or was it just only a flagrant 2 because of Draymond Green's foul the game before?
It was definitely deserving of a flagrant 2 because you are taught when you playing ball, it is a code. When somebody leaves their feet, you don't foul them from behind because at that point they are vulnerable and susceptible to injury. So not only did he foul him from behind, he got him in the head, and he had absolutely no play on the ball. We taught if you beat and you behind them, just let them go so you won't hurt somebody. So it was definitely a flagrant 2 because
right about
because
that.
it was
We
reckless.
definitely was taught that. Our coach taught us that too. Just let them go.
Just let them go. Once they got you beat, if you can't get them before they get off the ground, let them go because you'll hurt somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think everybody that's hooped done been in a position where you got hit from behind and you looking up at the ceiling thinking to yourself, oh, it's going to hurt when I hit the floor. So
I've been there plenty of times.
Hey, me and John never had the luxury to jump that high up ever to reach the rim. So, you know, we found out today that there is a code. There's a bro code. There's an NBA code, basketball code playing out there. So, yeah, you and CP over here agree that the Warriors in 6. So I don't want to go on more after that, but where I do want to go was the Boston Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks, which showed out another great performance from the Boston Celtics, and it looked like the Celtics from round 1 how they played against Brooklyn. Question to you guys: is this going to be the series? How it's going to be like that? Boston can maintain this type of level, control the Milwaukee Bucks. Or are we going to see a flip flop of matchups between both of them? Let's go with John. Let's go with you since you weren't here on Monday. Let's give you the form.
You know what, man? I really think the Bucks are gonna take all their home games. I don't see Boston stealing a game at Milwaukee. It's a different atmosphere. They're defending champs. They play harder there. Give credit to Boston. You know, they did have a really bad game the first game, you know, like shooting wise. But I just feel like, you know, similar to Memphis going to Golden State when, you know, going over there home. I just think the Bucks are on a whole nother level at home, and it's going to show. I do see the Bucks winning in 6.
TP, do you agree with John? Bucks in 6? Is this going 7? Is this going to?
Hell no. I definitely don't agree. I do not agree with John. If Chicago was able to steal one in Milwaukee, I'm pretty sure Boston, who's 3 times more talented, can steal one in Milwaukee. You know, people always come out rusty for those game ones. Those game ones are always trap games. People always steal them. I wasn't concerned that Boston had a bad shooting night. I think they ready now. They prime. I think they gonna steal game 3 or 4, whether it be or not. And I think Boston might take it in 6. It could go 7, but like that Middleton thing is going to eventually catch up to them. Like you saw what Giannis did in that first half. Yeah, he had a better second half, but he eventually like they was locking him down.
Nice. Well, hey man, Uncle Day. What do you think? You think Boston has a chance to win this series the way that they played yesterday and probably take it off?
No, I don't think Boston gonna get a game in Milwaukee at all. I think the Bucks they role players play so much better at home, and what's gonna determine if it go 5 or 6 is gonna be if Marcus Smart come back and play. I think Boston is outmatched overall. Like Giannis had a bad first half, and Boston should have won by 40 easily because Giannis played like doo-doo the first half.
Dude, he only had 5 points though.
Yeah, and you know Giannis is not one of those high volume shooters, so he's not shooting a bunch of threes. He's not shooting a bunch of mid-range jump shots. His stuff comes from the paint in. So it's like you're not gonna get games where he don't score. You're not gonna get games where he don't offensive rebound because that's what he do a majority of his damage. So you gonna have a one-off because like CP said, they missing Chris Middleton because they backup, they safety valve. But Giannis gonna have another triple double in Game 3, and Boston gonna look like they outmatched again.
I just like the fact that you're actually saying and pronouncing his name right, Giannis instead of
Giannis.
Giannis. And it's just like, you know, it feels great to finally hear right pronunciations of NBA players. Guys, you guys are listening to the JCA Sports Podcast, listening and watching to the JCA Sports Podcast here on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. I got my boys here, Uncle Day Day, DeAndre, CP, Johnny Blasphemy, my boy John Palayo. Jose can't be with us because he's rocking at Wrigley drinking Bud Light. I don't know why, but you know, this man just creates a hole for himself every single time. This man just digs himself a bigger hole.
Yeah, he could have kept that Bud Light out of the camera.
He should have. If it wasn't a Modelo at the ballpark or a Corona Premiere at the crib, you should have just left it alone.
I'll let it slide for the less calories of the Corona Premier. I'll let that one slide just a little bit.
Come on, man. Jose's not looking out for his calories. Stop the cat.
We talking calories now?
We're at a baseball game, bro. There's no diets, no calorie watching.
Right. That's all out the window.
You know what? It's my fault. I try to defend the man, and there's no point of defending the guy.
That's your boy. I'm telling you.
Oh boy.
And so I started off the podcast, guys. I don't know if you were watching or listening at that time. I did say that to me. I don't know. John said I'm capping, but I want to hear from you guys too. The way how the Miami Heat have been playing. I know it's not without Joel Embiid, but I feel like this Miami Heat team has a lot more to give and provide for me to think and believe that this Miami Heat team can represent the East in the finals. You think I'm crazy? Is that too far, or am I capping like John said? Let's go with CP.
You are not crazy at all. I agree with you wholeheartedly, bro.
What?
I don't think y'all are watching these Miami games. Yes, they don't have Embiid. I acknowledge that, but y'all not looking at the depth that Miami has.
That's what I said.
Oladipo is coming off that bench dropping 20. Hero's coming off that bench dropping 20. Jimmy Butler is still putting up triple doubles. Bam is still averaging 20 and 10. That's a lot to come with, bro. And to like throw a injured Milwaukee at them or a Boston team without Marcus Smart, they gonna be in trouble. Miami isn't just a poor show, and they're still coached by Eric Spoelstra, who's won 2 championships. I got them coming out the East, to be honest. Like Boston or Milwaukee, like they all right, but they not nothing special to me that I've seen. Like unless Giannis had one of those breakout performances from last year again, and like I feel like that's too much to ask of him. This man literally got to play like 40 minutes a game for Milwaukee to keep up with everybody. Without Middleton there, they need him back soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you said they're really, really deep coming out the bench. Oh, by the way, they don't even have Kyle Lowry either playing too. So
right, and Kyle Lowry's not even playing. No,
that's
Kyle
another player.
I was gonna throw that out there.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
The White Sox just beat the Cubs.
Yeah, I know. I just got the update too as well.
I got it too.
Yeah, I just got it too.
I got
yes,
that too. Nice. They got to. Wow.
Yes,
you really had to wait to put it on. He said he saw Liam Hendricks. Let me just put this back real quick.
Bro, I'm pretty sure Liam Hendricks, I seen him chug a beer before he runs into mound, dude. He's insane.
He does look that type of guy that'll take a shot.
It's not a Bud Light either. You know what? I bet you Liam Hendricks type of guy, like if he saw you drinking a Bud Light, he'd punch the fuck out of you.
Probably. I feel like he'd headbutt you.
Exactly.
Hey DeAndre, but am I crazy? Is the Miami Heat? Am I crazy saying the Miami Heat are going to come out of these finals?
Nah, you're not. They got the best chance to dethrone the Bucks because, like I said on the other day, they are deep, and winning without they starting point guard and probably the best shooter on their team. It just shows. They got Oladipo. He done bought into the role coming off the bench. Tyler Hero, 6th man of the year. So that say enough in itself. And they play with a chip. They not scared. And then they also don't have their toughness in Markieff Morris either. So, that's, him and PJ Tucker is like hand in hand with the toughness on both ends of the floor. So,
and let's say Milwaukee does beat Boston and they end up facing Miami in the East Finals. Giannis has to deal with a front line of Bam, PJ Tucker, Jimmy Butler. These are rough riders, bro. Giannis can't just bulldoze through them like he always do. They gonna be ready for that.
Yeah, I agree that without Middleton, it's gonna be tough for the Bucks to make it past the Heat. It's gonna be super tough without Middleton. So, you know, and Giannis we trust, but we got to be honest at some point and tell them you need your sidekick, bro. Yeah, they need Middleton back. Without him, I don't see them getting past Miami because Philly don't stand a chance. Even with Embiid coming
to be
back,
honest, even if Embiid come back, I still don't even know if they can.
I don't think they stand a chance.
I think it's because, man, just Harden's so bad.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Harden's so bad that their bench sucks. I mean, they traded away their most important players off the bench for Harden.
Mm-hmm.
Harden is just
who was it? Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
Ben Simmons.
Seth Curry was he was super slept on. Like he had a big role over there. But man, just James Harden has just been terrible.
He looked like he's 45, bro. Like I don't.
Bro, yeah, it's bad.
But
he's not even
James Harden
at all.
He been disappearing in the playoffs his entire career, pretty much.
Oh,
So
yeah.
should be used to it by now.
He's
He's a
no,
great
but he
I'm
have a
definitely used
game
to it.
here and there.
Yeah, here's the thing. I would expect him to drop his 25, 30 points. I mean, he'll take 50 shots, but he was never the guy to hit the clutch shot. You know, he would disappear, you know, in the fourth quarter, but he would still get his numbers wise. But it's now he's not a scorer at all, bro. It's terrible. He can't
there's no burst there. He's not getting past people no more.
Nope.
He'll drive for a second and bump into them and then just go back to the 3-point line and take a step back three because he can't get past them.
Terrible, man. Terrible.
Just to let you guys know,
he looks old.
Just to let you guys know that today was the second time in this whole entire playoffs that James Harden cracked just 20
points. Yeah.
So
how many shots you take to get it though?
Oh, let me look at the box.
Terrible.
So he went James Harden. He was 6 for 15 from the field, 1 for 5 from 3, but 7 for 7 on the free throw line.
And see, that actually hurt him in the playoffs. He not shooting 15, 16 free throws a game. And that's what he was making his money at the free throw line. And he not shooting a lot of free throws.
That's because before he was able to drive in and get fouled.
Mm-hmm.
He almost broke Will record, if I'm not mistaken, off those free throws.
Yeah.
It's terrible, man. No, I agree. I think Philly has no chance at all to make it to the next round. You know, I really think we're gonna get a rematch of Bucks and Suns again. But I think this time definitely the Suns will take it.
Okay.
I could see that. If Giannis turns into Superman, yeah, I can see that. But to be honest, I was thinking Heat and Suns because I think the Suns will end up facing the Warriors, and I think the Warriors are going to figure out the Grizzlies because they're young and they make mistakes. But Phoenix, man, that's another story. Golden State don't have size, and I see that's a problem. It's been a problem against Memphis.
It's gonna hurt the Warriors. That Peyton fractured his elbow on that fall.
Definitely,
because now they don't have I mean, they got Wiggins, and Kuminga that they can try.
Man.
Yeah, you don't know what you're gonna get from Wiggins.
Exactly, but I mean, as far as the owner,
he's just as bad as Kyle Kuzma. You don't know what you're gonna get.
Kyle Kuzma.
Kuzma's name, bro.
Randomly, you'll see on Twitter somebody cashes out a $5 triple double bet to win $500 off of Kyle Kuzma, and then the next game he'll score 2 points in 30 minutes. It's terrible. You know what the hell you're gonna get out of him?
Yeah, that's no lie. I detect no lies right there. But guys, you know who needs to play like Superman and plus maybe even Batman and Wonder Woman all at once is Luka Doncic for the Mavericks. Man. He went off for game 1, but still ended up getting blown out by the Phoenix Suns. As of right now, that's the only game on that's live right now, and they are only up 43-38, guys. But regardless of the fact, even if he does have those superpowers of Wonder Woman, Superman, and Batman all into one in Luka Doncic, I still believe and I still feel like this series is going to be a sweep.
It's not enough. It's not enough. Maybe they still one game,
At
but I
home,
think
yeah.
it'll be Suns. Yeah, I think it'll be Suns and probably like 5 or something. Luka just don't have enough to go against CP3, Book, Aiden. Either one of them can kill you on any given night. So Luka don't have that one person. He just got to drop 40-point triple doubles, or his team is not going to be. It's not going to be competitive.
Yeah, it's not going to be competitive at all. They're not going to even be close. No, I honestly, I think the Suns are going to sweep.
Okay, I got one sweep. I got one with me. I got one that isn't. Uncle Day, what you got? Sweep? No sweep?
I think Boston gonna get one. I mean Boston. Dallas is gonna get one at home. I think so. But Chris Paul, like in game one, when he like 13 or 13 or something,
14 or
Yeah.
14.
14. He didn't miss a shot. Dude is on a mission. And as much as I hate to say it, you know, that's fellow Taurus right there. His birthday is on Friday, on the 6th. Shout out to Chris Paul, happy birthday coming up. But I don't think that that they gonna beat Golden State. I still don't think they're gonna beat Golden State.
You don't think the Phoenix gonna beat Golden State?
You don't think Phoenix will beat? You think Golden State's gonna beat Phoenix?
Yeah, I think Golden State gonna beat Phoenix.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think Golden State.
Know. I think the only way that happens is you need Steph to get on MVP level, Steph.
I mean,
yeah,
I think that's gonna be the best series in the playoffs.
No doubt.
Yeah, I think that one is gonna be the best series.
I still think that the Golden State and Grizzlies series will probably be the best series of the entire playoffs. That's just me.
Like CP said, we got to see how Memphis, plays at Golden State. That's a whole different.
Right.
That's a whole
everybody
different
knows Memphis plays at home. Memphis,
yep. Everybody can play good at home.
It's hard to win in Memphis. Everybody knows that.
Yep. And also Jordan Poole starts so much faster when he start the game.
Yeah.
And now he's gonna be starting. So watch out, Memphis. Ja put up 47. Poole might put up 35, 36 the next game.
So you're saying next game we should bet the over on Poole?
Yeah, definitely.
We gonna bet the over?
Definitely. Right. And Clay.
Yeah, he got some
and Clay.
Yeah.
His ankles got sent to the shadow realm. He got something.
All right, so
he got something to prove. Exactly.
I'm feeling a same game parlay. We're gonna take Warriors money line over on Poole points and over on Clay points. I like it.
Yep. It's unless they give Clay something ridiculous like 30, then don't do the over on 30. But Jordan Poole, y'all, when y'all watching the game, y'all gonna be like, he said Jordan Poole was gonna have 35, 36 points.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. Let me check the lines are up now. I think they are. The game's on Saturday. Look, let's check it out. All right.
What you got? Let's see.
They got
betting updates here on the JCA Sports podcast.
So they don't have the players, but they do have to score. Let me see.
Put the
right now to score 20. Oh, see, they don't even have Poole's numbers up. Ain't that the disrespect? They only got Steph, Ja, Clay. Clay right now to score over 20 is minus 164.
Over 20?
Oh, yeah.
To score at least 20 points is 164 for Clay. He's plus 172 to score 25.
At 25 might be tough, but he definitely gonna get over 20.
Well, Poole's not on there, but hey, when Poole goes hop on, man, we're gonna make a post. We'll all go jumping on this pool party.
I'm jumping the pool party.
He's already been there.
Hey,
he's been there for weeks.
Hey, I've been telling.
I don't blame him, man.
Welcome to the pool party.
The pool party, yeah. I like it.
Although yesterday he was drained out with the spin cycle, but we don't talk about that neither here nor there.
Hey, I saw my man break dance and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, bro was playing Twister, bro. Like,
yeah.
He really was. Hey, so on Monday, DeAndre here filled in for me or filled in for Jose and John on Monday, and I got his draft analysis about the Chicago Bears. I wanted to know John's point of view on his grade of the Bears drafting over the weekend. John, did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you love it?
You got to put me out there on the spot for the Bears. You know what? I'll give it a B. I'll give it a B. I do think we did draft good. We're getting a lot of depth. Overall, this draft was kind of boring, like as a whole, minus the trades that happened with the wide receivers. That's just I'm excited moving forward, but I think it's pretty obvious still that it's gonna be a really tough year next year. We're in rebuild for sure. That's why looking at it as like a team that's rebuilding. It was a good draft. And so I give it a solid B. But just looking at it like, is this draft helping us compete in our division with the Aaron Rodgers back? With this is not even looking at the NFC. Like we're still not not even like top
Yeah,
half of the whole league.
the needle was not moved.
Yeah,
Yeah, not
exactly.
at all.
Now, at least not for next year.
Right.
Maybe like year 3, maybe 2-3 years from
I
now.
love the Kyler Gordon pick though. I love that pick.
I just feel like, man, again, we don't have we still have no legit wide receiver one. It's just, I mean, I do see, like I said, it's another rebuild. It just kind of makes me sad, seeing how we've been debating. We have elite defense the last 5 years now, 4 years at least. It's pretty obvious, like we're complete rebuild, but we do have a GM that you can trust now. We do got to see what Eberflus does, as far as how Fields development goes. But it's just like I said, if you look at it as we're a team in rebuild, it's a good draft. A team that is like gonna compete in the NFC, not really. We'll be looking to crack 500 next year.
I said the same thing.
CP, what you think, man? Grade wise.
Probably about the same thing John said. I give it a B. I thought they would have took with their first pick, but the fact they drafted a quarterback don't surprise me, considering how much sports they have secondary. Oh my God, it was horrible. I can understand them trying to rebuild that secondary first, but they got to continue to work on that line if they want Fields to succeed, bro. And like, I felt like they first pick should have been an offensive lineman too. I mean, yeah, they eventually drafted toward the end of the draft, but you've got to put a wall around this man. Like, I don't want Fields. Fields is my guy, man. I don't want him going down, getting hurt, getting his career ruined, shortened. Like, I really hope Chicago fixes that.
I will say this is like the most offensive lineman I've seen the Bears draft.
Yeah, they took like 4 of them, didn't they?
4.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is the most I've seen in like last 10 years.
Yeah, 4 out of their 11 picks were
They got the
offensive
idea
linemen.
though.
Yeah, 5 out of their picks were offensive players. They got a punter, and the rest were all defensive players. So
They drafted a punter.
they drafted a punter.
Drafted punter.
I didn't know people still did that.
It wasn't punt god, but it was still a punt.
Yeah.
So that was like, all right, guys. So as you just see, while we were live, that the White Sox swept the Cubs.
Ooh, let's go Sox.
4-3. But guys, here's my question to you guys, and I have a bone to pick with MLB. All right, listen to my idea. I want to see if you guys can agree with this. All right, and John, help me.
All right, no, this is gonna be bad.
No, it really isn't. It really isn't. So this is my bone to pick. So I was looking at the schedules, right? And I just don't understand or can't wrap my finger around on why we can't have a 7-game series between the Cubs and the Sox, where there's the Crosstown Cup that we play for, supposedly, right? There's a cup invented for this series. And why don't we have like 7 games where like the winner of the Crosstown Cup has 4 games at home and the loser has 3 games, and that way this can be split up perfectly evenly? Because if we do 3-3, and let's say the series is 3-3, tied in 3-3, the winner of the cup the winner of the cup was the winner of year before. So in order to actually have a true winner, why don't we have 2 separate series? One team has 4, one team has 3, and let's make it in the summertime. Am I crazy to think that way?
How do you determine who gets the extra game, the extra home game?
The one that wins the cup, the one who wins that Crosstown Cup,
the one who won last year
gets the extra home game for the following season. Is that a good idea or no?
I mean, it's weird, but I'm not against it.
I'm not against it only because I hate the 4 games. I hate when they do that. Like last
Yeah.
year, we got
It's
6
only
games
4?
last year.
It's only 4.
Yeah.
It used to be more than that.
I thought it was
used to be
like
3 and 3.
6.
It used to be 3 and 3.
Yeah.
Right, it used to be
Again,
3 and 3.
again, they gave us 2 and 2, which makes no sense. I hate it. I know that happened like I think 3 years
that
ago.
sucks.
Yeah, literally before the pandemic year, it was only 4 games, and then last year they went back to 6 games. So I don't get why we get cut. You know, only 4 games this year, and this year we have the 2 games now. But then when they play at the Sox Field, which I'll be at both games, it's Memorial Day weekend. Why wouldn't you want 3 games Memorial Day weekend of Cubs and Sox?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Makes no
common
sense at all.
sense.
Exactly.
That's
Now,
what I'm saying. Like, go ahead.
What I want to know is who in the MLB brass decided you want to have the 2 Chicago teams play each other in May?
Right. With our shitty ass weather.
That's what I want to know. Whoever
I do-
idea it was to have them play in May needs
know what?
to be fired.
It's
ASAP.
cold as hell out there.
Yeah.
You know what? That's facts, and you know Jose can attest to this because he was with me last year at the Crosstown. But I do love seeing them play in the summer. You know, it's just you enjoy it more. The weather's nice. Hell, shit, we drink more when it's nice out. You know,
Right.
it's like I agree because I mean, what last year I think it was we played in June at Wrigley and then at the Cell in August.
Right.
And it's like just have them playing in between June and August is great. But like you said, man. First of all, you snake this on only 4 games, and then you do all 4 games in May.
In May. Terrible. Now I like your idea, E. I like your idea because then it'll give them a little incentive for the extra home game. You know, for the following year. So I like that idea.
You know,
they can't do it in May again. They can't do it because like Chicago, we get really like 2.5 months of summer, like really, where you know the weather is gonna be like decent.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We don't get like 3-4 months like everybody else.
Like everybody else. So why not have that cross town so you can make the most money you can, profit the most off of it because the weather is nice, more people will come out.
Bro, hey, because y'all know we be having some cold days in June sometimes. You know, really, you can't put your hoodie away until at least July. You got to keep one out.
But I'd rather have my hoodie on than to be out there with a scully and a down coat and fighting the rain in May.
Right.
Absolutely. Eric, to answer your question, I don't think it's a bad idea at all. Truthfully, I think every city that has a crosstown series should do that.
Yeah.
I think I should
I'm down with it too, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I should write a petition to MLB. Like, look, guys, this is my idea. If you guys go with it, I get a certain amount of percentage from all the revenues from all the leagues. I mean, from all the teams.
Or you could just ask for free tickets. You know,
right.
Just a couple free tickets.
Okay, I guess
free tickets might help your case more.
Help my case. Like just what for how long? For 5 seasons or so, or one season? Like, come on, guys, give me ideas. I need ideas.
You know what? Just be like, let me get let me get the tickets for at least 4 seasons because I'm adding a extra 4 game. But make sure you request that you don't get no Bud Light. Like I'm perfectly happy. Don't throw in no free Bud Light. I'm good.
I'm good. All right. I'll make sure I'll write this petition down for MLB for sure within the next couple of weeks, and I'll let you guys know how that goes.
Well, don't worry, we're all here to sign it for you.
I was going to say we can sign it for you to show diversity too.
Absolutely.
The Declaration of Independence for
that's right.
Everything else that goes along with it, all the amendment rights and everything that goes along with it, guys. Hell yeah, I'm down for that. Well, this is fun, guys. I appreciate you guys. You guys were a better co-host than the other guy that was at Wrigley who didn't know who to support and drinking Bud Light. I prefer you guys any day, and even probably over John sometimes too.
Sometimes.
Wow.
But this was fun. Hey, real quick. Hey, are you guys watching the movie tomorrow? Strange? No, anybody?
Hell yeah, absolutely.
Well, I had plans on it, but that kind of got changed. I got invited to VON tomorrow and Friday.
Nice.
Wow. I do gotta go late because I gotta work. I gotta close tomorrow, but I'm still going. I got my tickets to the late show.
10 o'clock.
I know. Yeah, 10 o'clock.
Crestwood.
Yeah.
I got a 7 o'clock show.
Hey,
Yeah,
hell yeah.
Look at you.
That changed my whole. I got sky tickets for Friday night, so I'm gonna have to leave that game at halftime.
Hey, I'm gonna say something crazy, but I think this Doctor Strange, the second one, is gonna be the best sequel out of all the Marvel movies that had happened before. And I think
It better be. They had like 7 years to make it.
Right, for real.
It's gonna be it. It's gonna be it. Nobody say anything else.
They
I
had
have not
7
watched
years.
no spoilers.
They had
Okay, no
7 years to
spoilers.
make it. No
No,
spoilers.
I ain't
Absolutely
seen none
not.
either.
Hell
No,
I only saw the trailer when the movie for Spider-Man. I only saw that one trailer, and that's the only trailer I've seen. I have not seen the new ones that came out. I have not seen anything else that came out.
The new trailer's got some spoilers. So
Yeah,
you're good on
I
that.
saw a trailer earlier today that kind of had
Yeah.
some spoiling that it shouldn't have had, and they should have left that out.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I have not watched not a single one of them. I think this one I enjoyed Doctor Strange. I think it's probably one of the top origin movies. I get like the first movies that come out, one of the top ones of that Marvel's ever created.
Yeah.
He's a phenomenal actor. Benedict
Definitely.
Cumberbatch.
It's been 7 years for real.
No, it's been like 6, honestly. No, real talk, it has been. It's. I think I seen it before I had Loose. My old
God damn. Yeah, that was
Hold on.
Wow.
Damn.
Wait,
that's how you keep. That's how you keep count of it now.
Hey, you know, I gotta remember. Did I have to find a sitter for my kid or not? Because that's how I know.
And on that note, we're ending this episode of the JCA Sports Podcast here on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for commenting, for watching and listening, guys. DeAndre, CP, guys, as always, thank you very much. You know, you guys are more than welcome to join any other episodes too as well. What's up, John?
To answer the question, is a 2016 film.
Okay.
6 years.
Nice. So there you go. Good stuff. Good stuff on there. So yeah, it's gonna be excited. I'm gonna be there tomorrow at 10 o'clock. You want to go together, John? Hold hands.
Wow.
Sure. I ain't got no hand to hold.
No Bud Light. No Bud Light.
No Bud Light.
Hey,
they got a bar there. So
they do got a bar there.
They got a bar there.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think I seen that they got the Sophie beer, so I'm in that bitch.
Good there.
So, to DeAndre, to CP, to John, Jose, who chimed in a little bit at Wrigley. He couldn't hear us, but he was wearing his socks hoodie with his Cubs hat. We'd like to thank him too as well for popping in. For everybody else that was watching and listening, thank you very much. You guys will tune in to another episode of the JCA Sports Podcast on Monday at 9 o'clock. Make sure you guys follow us on all our social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and Instagram. And as always, guys, I appreciate you guys for coming on. Until next time, guys, we'll see you on Monday. Have a good weekend. We are out. Peace.
What a finish! Wow, that is unfreaking believable. What a way for a ball game to end.
Oh, that's what happened. Oh, that's terrible. My God. The humanity.
They may be the drunkest couple in the history of sporting events.
I loved his face.
I would suspect that fan is done for the night. Here's the thing. When you steal something, don't wear it.